Yes, I am the almighty baby mama hero, the greatest of all time. I am an NBA 2K18 god. Trying to keep all this noise out y'all ear, man. What the Okay, what the hell just happened? We're going up against Mr. And Nice We Trust. And Nice We Trust. Hold on, because he might try to get the same color as me. Don't need that. Alright, let's go. Let's get it. So my viewers, please subscribe, like, share, comment on all my videos. Let's get this. What the hell? Oh my god.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
You can taste the excitement here at the sold-out arena in Portland. Everyone.
All right. Don't know what's going on, but okay. I was just gonna do pausing the game so long. Come on, man. Game on, man. And we are staying paused for.
This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trailblazers here at home. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Minnesota, Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Wiggins has got his team on the board to start the game for the Timberwolves. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink?
Excuse me.
And it's Towns penetrating. And the dunk by Towns.
Nice trust.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Right? A defense. Huh?
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Back to Teague. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Excuse me. Me.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that
Easy
one.
work.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
On its way from Gibson for two. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
Nurkic against Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Clock at 6. Gibson with the steal.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easy.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. And the Blazers with 3 first-round picks under their control this last summer. That's where you want to be.
Definitely. Picks 15, 20, and 26 in a strong draft class. That could really help reinforce a roster.
Nurkic a screen on Wiggins. McCollum pitched to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
And maybe that'll get them going. They need to find a rhythm.
Well, yeah, it took them a while to get those first points. Maybe this will help their confidence just a little bit.
Count it.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And there's always a special feel to the evening on opening night. Wouldn't you agree, Chris?
I agree. For players and fans alike, I mean, this is the one night you actually get to believe that you have a chance of winning the championship because you're 0-0. Not until after the game does reality set in. So this is a great night for everyone. Optimism abound.
Here's Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Portland shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And the first one drops.
And the Timberwolves, a team that is evolving how you imagine they would with Tibbs running things here. Deliberate approach on both ends of the floor and really looking to dominate the rebounding margins. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Jones. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Greg, in the areas you just talked about, rebounding and pace, the Timberwolves are very much where they want to be.
Yeah, the team just looks to make the most out of their possessions and try to beat you through efficiency. They have players that can get easy transition points when the opportunity presents itself. But in general, they aren't trying to speed the game up.
And this motion offense of Terry Stotts, a great fit for the roster of the Blazers.
Well, he's a coach who builds his system around his talent, not the other way around. Great firepower, especially in the backcourt. He's done a great job of exploiting it.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Here's Gibson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chris, the Blazers with an intriguing group of young players, and they've got a deep bench, too.
Terry Stotts spreading the minutes low, keeping his guys fresh, instilling confidence in those younger reserves.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. It's deflected. Stolen by McCollum. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Collins kicks to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Inside, Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Lillard. Down low. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so Collins nails both of them. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Muhammad on the wing. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Back to Muhammad. Deep 2 from Crawford. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Right back after this break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their
Minnesota leading by 5. So on the floor for Minnesota. Down low, it's Jang and Towns. Crawford out there with Jones. And it's Muhammad in at the 3. Crawford passes to Towns. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's McCollum. And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on a team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing if they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
Swanigan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Turner comes in for McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Aminu dishes to Vonleh. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Vonleh. Teague kicks to Zhang. Back to Teague. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Turner. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
Running ahead.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Turner. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and Towns. And, you know, rarely do you get to see 2 #1 overall picks team up early in their careers.
And how about back-to-back years, no less. But I consider Jimmy Butler kind of a foundational piece as well. He's in the conversation for the best shooting guard in our league.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. Timberwolves leading by 8. Towns the screen. Teague drives in. Muhammad the pass to Teague. Back to Muhammad. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
That's just a lack of communication. 2 guys just not on the same page.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Minnesota, Gibson comes in for Towns. And Wiggins is subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. Screen by Nurkic. The pass to Swanigan. Back to Lillard. And the rejection by Jang. Teague against Turner. Three-pointer, Butler. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Connaughton. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Jones subbed in for Teague. So it's Minnesota now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Zhang kicks to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Lillard dishes to Collins. Kicks it out to Lillard. For the 3. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Chang. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Strong take to get the foul there after not getting it there in the first quarter.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Collins passes to Davis. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, the Blazers' offense is based on flow and movement. A lot of screens off the ball creating openings for their shooters.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Crawford, no luck. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Davis.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now McCollum over Crawford. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Timberwolves leading by 8. Lillard and McCollum, the star-studded backcourt. Harkless is out there with Turner. And it's Nurkic in at center. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Gibson the screen. Towns with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Harkless on the wing. Lillard against Gibson. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 7. McCollum outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Trailblazers. Teague against Turner. Teague kicks to Gibson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lillard misses. Minnesota leading by 8. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, it's Minnesota converting. And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy at your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that could knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that two guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, analytics has taken over the NBA, but Minnesota coach and president of basketball operations, Tom Thibodeau, says it doesn't tell you everything. He said analytics can measure a lot of things, but it's very difficult to measure drive. The magic is in the work. Kevin?
And Tom Thibodeau makes a good point, DA. Analytics is certainly helpful, but it doesn't capture everything.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Minnesota leading by 8. Wiggins dishes to T. Feeds to Towns. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Aminu comes in for Damian Lillard. And it's Pat Connaughton in for McCollum. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Minnesota.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Towns against Nurkic. Poked away and stolen by Butler. Muhammad, the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
Clock at 4. There's Vonleh. He kicks it to Aminu. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
A different look now for Portland. Davis is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Noah Vonleh. And McCollum subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Gibson. Crawford comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Tyus Jones subbed in for T.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. .103 left in the third. Yes, that goes in. 6 points for C.J. McCollum. Towns with it. Picked up by Davis. Jones. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Muhammad has it in the corner. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Why is that a foul?
Trailblazers trail by 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Turner. McCollum's got 8 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Swanigan's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Gibson's checked in. Jones kicks to Muhammad. Here's Towns. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, he's picking his spots. Understanding the game so well helps them fuel this lead.
Lillard outside. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Look out to hit me.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Trailblazers trail by 8 on the court for Minnesota. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. Jones is out there with Crawford. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. Gibson with it. Picked up by Davis. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
And for Portland, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Davis sets a screen. Here's Lillard.
No, sir.
Oh,
No,
went
sir.
in there and tried to power it down,
No,
but
sir.
through contact, he'll head to the line.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
No good
Free
on
throw,
that one.
boy. Good job. And nice trucks.
And he's good on the second. They talk about the Blazers players. They talk a lot about the work ethic of this team.
Well, the work ethic of this team starts with number 0, Damian Lillard. he makes sure that it's a competitive environment. A lot of these young players, though, are looking to prove themselves in the gym before and after practice. They're challenging.
Here's Harkless. And he makes the bucket, true contact, and gets the whistle, too.
One good thing, I fixed my head.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the right.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Teague's checked in to the paint. It's stolen by Davis. The feed now to Harkless. It's McCollum on the wing. Davis with a screen on Crawford. Davis dishes to Lillard. He feeds it to Harkless. McCollum against Towns. McCollum kicks to Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Nice.
McCollum's got 3 assists tonight. There's the lob to Towns. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Gibson kicks to T. Back to Gibson.
Excuse me.
Minnesota gets it back with a new shot clock. Lillard comes with the double team. Clock at 6. Crawford passes to Towns. Fades and shoots.
You gotta take all day getting the shot.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look now for Portland.
Yeah, do better than that.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Davis. And Vonleh subbed in for Swanigan. Minnesota also with the sub. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford.
Get it.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Trailblazers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Minnesota leading by 5. Teague dishes to Towns. Nurkic with the steal. And Turner kicks to Harkless.
Run.
Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Harkless. Harkless with the steal. Here's Nurkic.
Nice.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
Towns the screen. Teague drives in. Wiggins up top. Turner covering. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Off target from 3-point range. Turner passes to Harkless. He dishes it to Lillard. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. There's the pick to tie it up. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. Towns dishes to Butler. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Timberwolves call time. They're leading by 3. 107 left in the 4th quarter.
Now we got late.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. This is still a close game, and he told us guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Gibson with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns. The kick outside to Butler. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Ugly win, but I take it.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
I ain't had audio for
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland again missing. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Butler. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
Dishes to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. Back to Turner. From deep three-point range. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic.
Okay.
That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the free throw line.
Good game. And nice we trust. Good game. All right, bro. Ball.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
And then, hold on. Okay, we done ranked up. The varsity league, cool. We'll take that. And we should be playing for the trophy next. Went 5-4. Okay.
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan.
Please like, subscribe, share, comment. And I'll see you next video. I'm out.